Here they treat you like you're an athlete and we're going to coach you and we're going to help you as somebody that is being initiated into the sport in a way. Like, this is going to open up things for you that you never even knew, and it's true.
I passed all of my goals. I smashed them. And I mean, that was even on the second day, and I was stunned. I have so many tools, so much more understanding. I feel very confident now to know what to do in a whole host of situations. And suddenly I was like, oh my word, I can do this.
I'm actually very new to surfing. I started surfing about 3 years ago. I've become completely addicted to surfing. Love being in the water. I love being around other like-minded people. I came to Surf Simply 6 months ago. Couldn't believe the experience I had and was fortunate enough to win a lottery and come back again this month.
I have been surfing for probably like 4-ish years. I didn't have any like actual lessons or anything. I heard about Surf Simply from a friend that I surfed with. Started watching all the A Week at Surf Simply videos and was like, I have to go.
I had probably about reached my limit on my progression in surfing, and I knew when I came here and saw the Tree of Knowledge that I was stuck and there was a lot of mechanics I knew I probably didn't know, but my primary focus was getting here to get my wife kind of re-interested in surfing because I wasn't the guy to teach her, and if anybody hears this, the husband should never teach your wife a sport.
It was 2012. I had been doing yoga for like 20 years and I started having all these pains, and I went to see some doctors and they were like, stop doing yoga. So I took a lesson down in Rockaway Beach and totally fell in love. I was like, I'm not good enough at this. I need to get better at it. And I saw this article and it sounded perfect. It came in January of 2021 for the first time. It's amazing.
Grew up in an island, never surfed, and I got landlocked and I wanted to learn how to surf, and I figured it's the best place to learn. I did some research and I love it. You know, I came here for the surfing, but I keep on coming back for the whole experience.
I'm from the Midwest, so there's not a lot of surf there, but about a year ago I learned in Indonesia, and true what they say, when it hooks you, it hooks you. And then and I was probably in the intermediate stage or borderline, and I feel like they just kind of took me to another level, so there's so much for me to work on.
Good seeing you last night. You have a nice ride.
I came here thinking, I don't know how they're going to help me kind of level up. They take everyone from beginners to advanced. It feels exactly like what I wanted, which was to have every hour on the hour kind of laid out for you.
You really got to know me and how I surfed and what I was lacking and what I needed help with. You really get to analyze and see how you surf, and it helps you break down what you need to work on.
When they broke down the Tree of Knowledge, I was amazed about the progress I could make and the understanding that I didn't even have.
I'm a clean slate, so start me from the beginning. So when he said we're coming to Surf Simply, I'm like, okay, I'll give it my best. And then it was amazing. Put all the pieces together for me in a way I'd never had before. And suddenly I was like, oh my word, I can do this.
Here they treat you like you're an athlete and we're going to coach you and we're going to help you as somebody that is being initiated into the sport in a way. Like, this is going to open up things for you that you never even knew. And it's true.
Our coaches were Marlon and Gabrielle, and they were fantastic. They're cheering for you and they're amazing, but also like, okay, next time let's do this.
I had the Australian wonder Amaya. I'm telling you what, I'm in the hands of an expert. She constantly guided me. She was giving me little tidbits along the way.
Give another shout out to Jesse for putting up with me. I got a little pouty when they stuck me on the 8-foot board, but I learned a lot from it, and they let me come back down when the waves came up, back to my 6'8" Dominator, so I really appreciate that. And then Teal started getting into the maneuvers with the cutbacks, my turns, and pumping down the line.
Derek's incredible. During our theory sessions, Derek goes over in great detail everything that we do well and everything that maybe we do not so well, but does it in such a way that you feel great about yourself.
I had two coaches. We got Jordan and I had Gabriel. They both did a great job. Made me feel comfortable, and there's times when you're learning something new, you start, oh, I can't do this, but they both got me out of my funk.
My instructor was Will, the person I was linked up with, Naya. Her and I really just enjoyed everything he had to give us. It was succinct, it was to the point, it was always with a smile on his face.
So I had no idea how much different the conditions would be in the winter as they were in the summer. When I was here 6 months ago, we had 10, 12, 15-foot waves. This time around, the waves were a bit smaller. They were more in the 3 to 4 foot range, but they were very consistent. And it allowed us to lay down a lot more video, get a lot more repetitions, and learn a lot more.
I honestly thought coming here, my issue was catching waves. And I have to say that is such an afterthought. Now I'm actually thinking about carving and turning, which are things I've never thought about.
I remember sitting out yesterday and a bigger set had come through, and I was sitting near Marlon, and he turned and looked at me and he was like, do you want a bomb? And I didn't hesitate, and I was like, yes. And that was a huge win for me because like I wasn't scared of it at all. I just turned and like took it, and it was awesome, and it was like a really big wave for me.
I feel comfortable going out and paddling out now. I've never been out the back before. This is the first time I got there. So it's just, yeah, it is totally
She went past the breakers and she was smiling ear to ear, and she said, yes, I get to finally hang with the cool kids.
I took off left, I kept my rail in, I got up high, I did a couple of pumps, I went back on my left foot, opened up my chest, turned right, turned left, pumped some more.
Just doing angled takeoffs for me, when I saw people doing that last time I was here, I was like, what is that? I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm just trying to survive going down the wave. But then when you finally do it and it clicks, it's just like a light bulb moment.
It really helped me cross step and try to nose ride on the longboard. Once that happened, I actually transitioned into my shortboarding questions. Harry gave me some really great advice, so I ended up getting almost 10 waves on a shortboard, and I've never shortboarded before.
So here's the problem: is we're actually staying another week here, and we have a house over in G section. I'm trying to figure out who's going to give me my 5-star hotel breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. The hot tub, the stretch room. They're going through stretch classes each day, which are phenomenal. This is what allowed me to continue as a 49-year-old, 2 surf sessions a day. You're basically at a 5-star resort with these incredible instructors learning how to surf. These, you know, they have their own chefs here, and the food was absolutely phenomenal.
Each day was a beautiful surprise, and everything contributed to your success. Everything. So hands down, best ever surf trip of my life.
Food was amazing.
Incredible.
You can tell they spent a lot of time and thought into each meal. When they tell you what it is, it's like 20 different things.
The menu is so well catered to like actually giving you fuel for what you need to do to go out and surf for hours and hours a day too, which like I feel so well
Energized.
energized.
Yeah. I was a little nervous coming here alone and how I would fit in, you know, meeting new people, but everyone was so friendly. Everyone bonded really quickly. I think just the fact that we all share a common interest.
I watch the Surf Simply videos every week when they come out, and I look at the groups, and each group looks like they're having more fun than the group before them. And it was no different this week.
Everyone got their surfing call signs from John, which was so fun.
So he was in the military and he was a pilot. They have call signs, so everybody gets a name, and it's kind of based on your personality.
By way of example, my call sign was Dos Equis. People told me I look a lot like the guy that did the Dos Equis commercials. In fact, I don't go to surf school every week, but when I do, I go to Surf Simply.
I passed all of my goals. I smashed them. And I mean, that was even on the second day, and I was stunned. I have so many tools, so much more understanding. I feel very confident now to know what to do in a whole host of situations.
I didn't expect what I was gonna get here from watching all this online. So just to tell you at home, like, it's the real deal, and this is the place to go if you really want to level up.
And even if you come by yourself, you're not going to be by yourself literally after 12 hours.
I'm just really grateful that this place exists and that I was able to come here, and it's very special.
I had the best week. It was more than anything I could have imagined. It just blows my mind that like this was more than I ever thought, way more. So I'm glad I came here and got to be here.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.